Hi everyone, this is Joel Salazar from Plative. In this demo, using the fictitious Plative Community Foundation, I want to show you how our grant management agent can help and guide donors to submit a grant request. After our donor logs into the donor portal and starts interacting with the agent, you will notice that since this is an authenticated experience, the agent greets the donor, recognizes who they are, and accesses their information without even asking for it. So from here, the donor can start asking questions and sharing their preferences of nonprofit organizations so then they can submit a grant request. So for example, let's assume that our donor is passionate about education and wants to ask our donor to provide recommendations of nonprofit organizations that are in Texas with an annual revenue over 10,000 and that are also working on education. So our agent is very flexible. What that means is that the donors can narrow down their search either by location, by annual revenue, by primary cost area, and by many other characteristics, ensuring the nonprofits they see match their exact criteria. So what's happening here now in the background is that the agent is analyzing this request, is looking for nonprofit organizations in our Salesforce environment, which has also been integrated with information from sources like GuideStar. GuideStar is the world's largest source of information on nonprofit organizations. And then it's going to go ahead and generate a list of nonprofits that best match the donor interest. You can see here within seconds, the agent provides 5 nonprofit organizations, and each recommendation includes key details like the nonprofit's name, their EIN, their mission statement, financial information, and some other additional information. The objective here is to help the donor make an informed decision. You will also notice that the agent explained why this nonprofit aligns with the donor interest in education as well. So after reviewing the nonprofit recommendations, the donor is going to go ahead and select one of the nonprofit organizations that they're interested in to submit a grant request. So in this case, we're going to go with Education for Life. And we're going to go with Education for Life because it's an organization that provides quality education to underserved communities. So what's going to happen here is that if the donor hasn't already provided a fund for the grant during the conversation, then the agent is smart enough that then they will prompt to choose a fund to allocate the grant request for. And it's only going to show the funds that this specific donor has available within the Plative Community Foundation. So in this case, we're gonna use the Robert Ways Family Fund. In addition to that, it's also going to show us when was the fund established, what's the current fund balance, and the type of fund. We're going to use the Robert Wise Family Fund for this grant request. And then what's going to happen is the grant management agent will walk the donors through a series of simple guided questions to collect all the necessary information for their grant request. So the first question that you'll see here is to specify the amount that you're requesting for the grant. It's also going to ask, what is the purpose of this grant request? So this allows the donors to specify whether the request is for general support or any specific project or initiative. The agent will also ask, should the grant application remain anonymous? The donor can decide if they want their name to be kept confidential in the application. The grant request could also be in honor of someone. And then finally, the agent is going to ask, do you have any specific instructions or preferences related to this grant application? So basically, this allows the donor to add any extra details they want considered in the request. So what we're going to do here is we're going to answer all these questions. So you'll see here that I'd like to request a $10,000 grant for Education for Life to support its ongoing work. I will prefer for the grant to remain anonymous, and it's in honor of Jane Doe. Please choose the funds to support the organization's programs and initiatives. So once all the information is provided, the grant management agent will automatically create the grant request record in Salesforce, capturing all the details for easy tracking. And after submission, the agent generates a unique confirmation number for the donor, and this provides them with a clear reference number for tracking the progress of the request. So the grant management agent makes the grant submission process simpler by guiding the donor through the necessary steps. It ensures that all the required information is captured efficiently, and donors immediately receive confirmation for tracking process. This is just one example of the many use cases Agentforce and Salesforce can support. The platform is highly flexible and can be tailored to meet the unique needs of your organization. And here at Plative, our team of AI specialists and Agentforce experts can help your organization design and implement customized solutions and bring your vision to life. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear from you.